Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Mary and welcome to another Craft Day Monday, where every Monday I post a new video. In today's video I am going to be making gnome shoes, but you can actually use them for anything you want, and whether you want them to be a doll shoe, it's really up to you. I've made these shoes a few months, well, maybe a couple years ago. It was basically before I started doing filming YouTube videos, and I was asked if I can do another tutorial on them. Well, this would actually be my first tutorial on them, but I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. So that's what we're doing today, and what you're going to need for this project is you're going to need cardboard. You're going to be needing white and red. This is sticky foam. You can get it non-sticky, but that's just happened to be what I have. You're going to need scissors. You're going to need hot glue, wood glue. Excuse me. You're going to need hot glue, glue sticks, and you're going to need a hole punch and a pencil. Yeah, that's basically all you're going to need for this. It's pretty simple. It's really easy, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera down so we can just get into the video. So what I did first was I already went ahead and drew out a template in my cardboard, and I'm just going to go ahead and use this as a reference. And I just basically went ahead and traced. And once I had it traced, I cut it out and I glued this down, and I did this 3 times so I can get the thickness that I wanted. So I set that to the side. So right now you should have 2. And then I went ahead and I traced out, this is going to be my shoe. And what I did was I just took a piece of the foam, any color of your choice, and I just drew this shape onto it, and then I cut it out. And once I did that, I took my hole punch and I went ahead and punched the holes in. So this is what you're going to end up with. They're going to look just like this, and you're going to need 2. And I also did the same thing with the tongue of the shoes. So right now, this is what we should have. You're going to have your tongue, the base, the bottom, and the top. So this is what you should have so far. We're going to go ahead and start building the shoe. Also, I got some stretchy elastic that I am going to attempt to use for a shoestring. In the last one that I did, I actually used a pair of my shoestrings, but yeah. We're going to work with what we have. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this, and we're going to work on this one. So this is everything that you're going to need as of right now. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm just going to take my hot glue, grab a glue stick, and I'm just going to go ahead and put some hot glue right down through here, just like this. Going to go ahead and take this piece, and we're just going to glue this just like this, and I'm just going to leave a little pocket up just like that. So that's what we should have, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and bring the other one in here so I can do them both at the same time. So once again, you're just going to put a little bit of hot glue, and we're just going to go ahead and glue this down just like that. Leave a gap in between. So this is what we have. And then I am going to take my tongue, and I think what I'm going to do is bend mine a bit. So it's like this, or you can do it this way. It's really up to you. And I'm going to leave, you can peel the sticky part off, but I am going to leave mine on. And I'm just going to trim this up a bit, and I'm just going to grab this one to make sure they're even. And I'm just going to cut a little off. And I am just going to go ahead, and I want to bend this a little bit. Like that. And we're just going to go ahead and glue these in place. So I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue right down through here, a little bit here. Going to go ahead, stick this on just like that. Hold that a bit. Do the same thing to this one. So this is what we have so far. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of hot glue down through the back just to hold it a little bit securely. Same thing with this one. Put that a bit. So this is what we have. Now, if you want, you can put some white down through here on the inside of there. I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave that like it is. Now, I'm going to take my white, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut some strips out of it. You can make these strips as thick as you want. And I'm going to do that again on the other side. Going to use this as a reference to get the same thickness. And we're just going to go ahead and cut that out. So now we have our strips cut out. And I am just going to go ahead and just see about how far I want these to go. So I'm just going to fold this over, grab my scissors, and we're just going to cut. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm just going to fold it, make sure it's even, use it as a reference. Cut off the extra. And we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to peel the sticky off. And we're just going to go ahead and stick this on. And I'm just trying to make sure that I get it centered. So I'm just going to pull a little more over to this way. And this is where it's going to get tricky because you want to make sure that it's even. So I am just going to play around with this until I'm happy with the placement. Okay, this works for me. So now I'm just going to go ahead and stick this right along the base. Make sure it's even, just like this. So now, this is what you should have so far. This is what it should be looking like. And we're going to go ahead and do the other one. So now, we have both of them done. So this is what they're looking like so far. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our other piece and we're just going to line this up. I'm going to go ahead and stick this here. And I'm just going to see about where I want it to be. And then I am going to line it up. So that looks okay to me. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take some hot glue, put it right on the base. I'm going to very carefully stick it on. And I'm just going to hold this here because I want this part to dry first. And then I'm going to fold it over. So now that we have one done, this is what it's looking like. We're going to go ahead and do the second one. So let's set that one to the side. Once again, we're just going to start in the back. I'm just going to line it up back here, just like that. And we're just going to go ahead and fold it over. Just like this. And I'm just going to hold these here. And now we have two. This is what we have so far. So now I'm going to take a piece of the strap and we're just going to go ahead and go around this again. Just like this. And I'm just going to measure about where I want it. So I'm going to start here, and I am just going to peel it. And I'm not going to peel it all the way off. So I'm just going to go here, and then we're just going to go around, just like this. And we're going to come out on the other side. And I am going to go ahead and cut off the extra. So we're just going to go here and cut. Hold that there. This is what we have, and then I'll go over it with another color. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing here. I'm just going to go ahead and peel it. I'm going to start here, staying on the base, going all the way around, just like this. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off here. Just like that. This is what we have so far. This is what we got. Now what we're going to do is I am going to take my little strip, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue right in the middle, and we're going to go ahead and pinch it here, and I'm just going to hold this for a bit. And I'm just going to go ahead and just take a rough guess. And I'm just going to cut that here. Going to go ahead, put a little bit of hot glue in there. And I'm just going to take my fingers very carefully, pinch this a bit. This is just going to make it easier to lace. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my other piece, and we're just going to do the same thing. Just going to go ahead and put a little bit of hot glue down off in there. Gonna pinch it. like this, making sure I don't burn my fingers. Like that. I'm going to use this as a reference, so I'm going to hold that here. I'm going to go here, like so. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to take my fingers, pinch the end. That. Put some hot glue down through here. And I'm going to go ahead and seal this up. Just like that. Hold it. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way. We have our two here. Now I'm going to go ahead and lace my shoe. So what I'm going to do first is I think I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is even. And I want to glue it. I'm going to take a little bit of hot glue. And I'm just going to go right across the shoe. And I'm just going to glue this down. Just like this. This part is optional. You do not have to do this. Gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other one. Put a little bit of hot glue right across. Gonna grab my lace, and we're just gonna stick this right on here. Pull it down a bit. Down a little more. We're going to let that dry. I'm going to bring this one back, and we're just going to go ahead and work on this one. So what I'm doing now is basically I'm just lacing my shoe. And we're just going to go ahead and lace it. So now we got one shoe laced and done, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. So I am just going to go ahead and put some on the ends here, like that. Hold that here. I'm going to go ahead and just cut a little bit here. If it's extra, I can just cut that off. Going to fold it like this. I'm going to go ahead, put some hot glue right down through here, and I'm going to go ahead and pop this on just like that. Hold it here, let that dry a bit, and now you just go ahead and lace up the shoe like you would normally lace your own shoes. I lace mine a little different than others. So we're just going to pull that through. I'm just going to put a little more hot glue right there just to secure that a little bit. Going to go ahead, go in here, pull that. Then we're going to go here. Going to grab the tongue of the shoe. Going to go ahead and pull that up. So now we have it laced, and this is what it's looking like. I'm just going to go ahead and just cut off the ends here, in here. I'm just going to cut off a little more. I'm just going to take these two, put some hot glue here, hold it like this, allow it to dry. Actually, I think I'm going to cut off a little more. You can make your strings as long as you want, but for me, I think I'm just going to cut them down a bit. A little more hot glue here. Hold it here. Like that. And I'm going to go ahead, put a little bit of hot glue right down through here. Shift this a bit. Hold it here, like that. Now let's go ahead and get this out of the way. And here is our little shoes. Here they go. And here they go. I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera back up so y'all can see me. And that is it. And once again, here they go. If you like this video, please give me a like and a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to become part of my YouTube family. But before I close out, I want to ask if you will all take the time out to get to know one of my friends who just started a YouTube channel. His name is Jason Vandermark, and his channel is called New Start Ministry. If y'all could please check him out. His he's gifted, very, very gifted. So yeah, if y'all could just give him go over to his page and show him some love. I will put his link to his channel in my description box. So yeah, thank you so much for that, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch one of my videos. That really means a lot. And yeah, I hope you all have a nice day. And once again, thank you so much for watching. Bye.